that moment of silence. That moment of silence. I don't suppose there's any way to have these brilliant lights taken off of me, isn't there? No. Okay, fine. One second, I'm dealing with several computers here. Okay, well, we're gathered here today to remember hope in all its glory, from 1994 until 2008. The present day, where we're currently gathered. And let's try and remember the conference as a positive thing, something that we started back in 1994 and had again in 1997 and then in 2000. And I think beyond that as well. Yes. It's been a long weekend. Yes. Okay.
That's the blood of hope. Well, okay, here we are. And what a procession. Again, we are gathered here to remember hope. And let us remember hope as it occurred back in 1994. How many of you were here for this? Oh, wow, not bad. That was the first hope. Hackers on Planet Earth in this very same hotel, the Hotel Pennsylvania. In 1997, we moved to a different location. Oh, he's going to kill me. He doesn't look like that anymore, but
But that's the only picture we could find with the bumper sticker, and that one took place in the Puck building downtown. That was the only conference that we didn't have in this building. That was in 1997, and then in 2000 we came right back to the Hotel Pennsylvania for H2K. How many of you were here for that? Oh, quite a few, quite a few. Keep coming back. 2 years later, with the name nobody expected, H2K2. And all kinds of interesting little cards that we handed out as admission badges. And of course, people tried to call the next one H2K4 for some reason, but no, it was the fifth Pope. And that kind of confused everybody. How many of you were here for that one? Oh, more people, almost I'd say 60% of the people. And then, 2 years ago, Pope number 6. I haven't asked the question yet, but okay. How many of you were here for that one as well? Very nice. And now, of course, the last Pope. And, you know, I guess maybe... Yeah, I should have expected that. I guess this is my fault because there might have been a little bit of confusion about the whole last hope thing. I mean, you know, the whole carrying the caskets around and the flowers and the candles and the death, it's, you know, it's all kind of cool, don't you think? It's just kind of dark image of, you know, satanic metal music and stuff. I don't know, it just kind of seemed kind of cool at the time. But mostly the confusion seems to be about definitions of words. And I think maybe what people were asking me the most, not only this weekend, but in the months preceding this conference, why is it the last hope? People would constantly come up to me and ask me that question, and all I could say to them was, it's because that's what it is. It's the last hope. I mean, you know, why is anything anything? Things happen for a reason. And we all know the definitions of words. Last, of course, meaning final. That's it, no more. Done. Finito. Yeah. And, well, I mean, you know, there's good and there's bad to definitions of words. All right? And for instance, this is one thing you can say. This is the last year we will have this man as our president. I am not injecting politics into hacking. What I'm doing is simply using the word in a sentence. And it's a fact. Now, here's where I must take a little bit of responsibility for perhaps not being entirely clear. There is a different meaning to the word last. The most recent, previous, the one that just happened. For instance, the question being, did you attend the last Hope Conference? Yes. And I intend to be at the next Hope Conference. We should have had the last Pope a long time ago. But yeah, you know, they're not going to tear this place down. No way. I mean, this place is just it means too much to too many people. And I've heard from a lot of people who work here that the plans, because of the failing economy, believe it or not, the plans to tear this place down have been shelved for the indefinite future. Whatever you can do to hurt the economy, I suppose, will help this place. Whatever you feel like doing. But, I mean, a lot of you guys, Pyro especially, I don't know if he's in the audience, really took it upon themselves to get the word out about the hotel, how important it is to save it. And I think it made a difference. They'll never admit it. That we're not other people who run the place will never admit it, but I think it did. And I think a lot of people realize that, yeah, this is a weird place, a weird hotel, a lot of strange rooms and floors and stories, but it's our place, and it's very unique, and the people that run it have been very good to us, and I think we've all had a great weekend. Am I right? started because you established the tone of the whole weekend just by being so cool, hanging out, and learning so much, coming to the talks, being part of the whole AMD project, which people worked so tirelessly on to make that work. The Radio Statler, which I thought was an incredible idea. So many things happened at this conference. I think we had more projects than ever, and we had a bigger turnout than ever. And that's one of the reasons why, hell, we'd be crazy not to do this again. So yeah, we're going to be here. But you know, I don't want to be the only person thanking people because I'm going to forget so many. So I'm going to just introduce you to the people down there. These are only a few of the people that have been working tirelessly for weeks, months even. Actually, I guess I really should introduce Mike first because he's the guy responsible for bringing Club Mate to the United States. Mike, could you possibly just tell us a little bit of what you had to go through to get 5 pallets of the stuff over here and get these people addicted?
It's about 100 emails back and forth, and the people who sell it don't speak English, and I speak almost no German. So it was something of a challenge, but we had a lot of help. We had Elaine in Switzerland who couldn't make it because he just started a new job, but for whatever reason was really dedicated to this project and kept translating for us. And Lynn, who is maybe even right up here, but certainly in the room, told us how to import food. He's a food safety expert. Hackers are food safety experts too. So a lot of people helped with this project, and a lot of people seem to like the results. So I'm happy if you did. I should say that if you want to buy a lot of it, we'll probably consider importing more. So go to club-mata.us and click on the contact link and get in touch if you want to buy some.
Yeah, it turns out the magazine business isn't all that profitable, but this is something that we really could become millionaires at, so we're going to give that a shot. The first 24 years, all right, that was good, but now it's about addicting caffeine beverages. Nick Farr here from D.C. I think it was seeing Nick in Berlin just buying bottles of the stuff by the armful and with this manic look on his face that told me, you know, there's something here. There's a market to be exploited. And I want to thank you, Nick, for putting that idea in my head. And in fact, you have a whole pallet that you're taking home with you for your personal use.
Yes, thank you very much for that. That's most excellent. I'm serious. For those of you who don't know, I ran a project called Hackers on a Plane, which took people from last year's DEF CON to the CCC camp. And unfortunately, some of the people that I brought over to work for me started to realize how fun Berlin was, how fun their certain recreational materials were, and quickly disappeared. Which meant that I had to stay up for 4 or 5 days at a time, and I don't think I could have done it without Club Mate. As soon as I get my pallet home, it will be a very productive and sleepless 3 months.
I can't say I ran registration, it kind of ran itself, but I have to thank Megan because she put in 14-hour days the whole weekend getting people through. Besides me, she was the other permanent person down there, but Paula, Adrian, they helped a lot. Joe, Marquez, Voltaire, Arsenio all filled in, and we had Alder, he'll be speaking also, but just wanted to thank you guys.
I'm Cheshire, and I was a volunteer coordinator this year. I want to thank the folks at upoc.com, UPOC.com, for, we've used their network to communicate with a bunch of the volunteers. There were some folks on Twitter who actually passed some useful intelligence that we were able to use as well. And I want to thank those folks. All my volunteers, I want to thank you again. We're going to need you again. We're going to need you to help tear down this room and some stuff on the mezzanine. And there are t-shirts as well, so we do appreciate your help. Thank you.
My voice isn't, but we are. And I was organizing the microcontroller workshop. and help with some earlier stuff before I got too busy. Yeah, there are a lot of people who helped make that possible. All of my friends at Noisebridge, the hackerspace we're starting in San Francisco, including Rachel and Andy, and there's also Konstantin. Thank you very much for making so many people happy, making cool things with microcontrollers.
My name is Mike Roaddancer. Been doing security for Hope, oh man, long time. First thing, everybody in an orange shirt, raise your hand over here. These are the guys that had to put up with sleepless nights, missing a few of the sessions to keep an eye on everybody else. Let me tell you, from me, thank you. Where's Frank at? Frank's hiding. Frank is my cohort. If there was no Frank, I would be in a straitjacket right about now. Hey, stop that. This conference was unique in just about every way. We're not sure what happened, whether the planets aligned or anything else, but somebody came by today to apologize for bad behavior. And I had to sit there and ask 4 people to pinch me. We had people losing Blackberries, one of the new 3G iPhones, and anybody wanted to bet on the odds of those getting returned? Okay, earlier conferences, hell would have froze solid first. They were returned simply by sending them a text message going, please return this phone to the security desk. I think there's one other thing that's not been claimed. Christopher J. Smith Hale, are you in here? Okay, well, I got your 411s, motherfucker. I'm going to mail this shit back to him. But it was amazing. People were nice. I mean, people were nice. The speakers were incredible. Everything went smoothly. We didn't get any sleep. And like I said, once again, Frank, thank you. I'd like to thank one other person who is on this 3-person team. Goes by the handle Kush. Kush couldn't be here, unfortunately. He threw his back out, had to go home. So he's the injured on the injured list this time. But let me tell you, you guys are incredible this year. We've had incredible people over the years. I think when this all started, my daughter was 5 years old. She's now 20. Okay, 2010, I'm not even going to tell you how old I'm going to be. And I hope to see every last one of you here. And by the way, y'all are incredibly talented people. Make use of it.
So many more things to do. Why are you hitting me? All right, we'll get to it. So many things. We all want to get to all different things, but I know everybody has their favorite talk that they've been to. We had more talks than ever before. I think we had 100 or so. Not counting the unscheduled ones, we had 4 tracks, which is a first for us, and I think it went really swimmingly. All of our speakers showed up. No cancellations or anything like that. No regrets. An amazing job by all of them. It's simply incredible. We had Adam Savage here before. We had Jello Biafra and Kevin Mitnick and all kinds of well-known people, as well as all sorts of people that you haven't heard of before that are really cool and really talented. One of whom happens to be here now. I don't know how many of you attended the corporate anthems talk on Friday night. This is just something absolutely incredible. I saw this in Germany, and Johannes from Austria is here just to liven things up a little bit. I know things have been a little bit down with the caskets and all the black stuff. You know, let's get a little bit more happy and positive and think ahead to the future, to the next hope and all that. Johannes.
If was such a wonderful time in your, I have to repeat it, free-ish country. So, my name is Johannes and I'm from Austria, and Austria actually looks like that. I'm from a piece of world you maybe never go, but you know, we have like a really interesting history, like fascism and Hitler and all that stuff. It's kind of cool. We speak a strange language called German, okay? Actually, it's the standard variety of Austrian German. Yeah? The difference is like a German would say Scheiße, and Austrian German says Scheiße. Okay, I come from a country with a language called Austrian German, and we have a really cool term for this thing. How do you call it here? It's the @ symbol. In German we call it Klammeraffe, the cringing monkey. And I would like to try a linguistic experiment, an experiment in epidemiology now, okay? So there are so many cool people out there, most of you are opinion leaders. So I'd like to introduce you to a German term. The German term is Arschgeweih. Okay? Arschgeweih, I think there is, it's, you know, the tribal things that are on your backside, you know? Tramp stamp. That tramp stamp, yeah, the tramp stamp, that's the American term for that. And I tell you what, if you take the term Arschgeweih and translate it to English, it's ass antlers.